Well, no way, no way, no how, no way, no how. We tell them this, they can't stop us now. They can't stop us, they can't stop us. They got to sit and watch us. You understand? Caribbean beat. Your crystal and popping on your pistol and hugging up your crystal, remember him. And when you're counting out your billions, planning about your billions and ruling your dominion, remember him.
I am here with one of Jamaica's most influential dancehall artists, a man who is much more than his music. He's a visionary. He brings his culture to the people. He's an artist others aspire to be. Let me welcome the one and only Spragga Benz.
An introduction like that, you know.
You don't know? Well, you earn your stripes. Welcome to Caribbean Beats TV.
Much respect, you know, and blessed all of the fans watching.
So when I heard that Spragga Benz was coming to Vancouver for the first time, it was a lot of excitement. I can tell you that. Your fans, the media, everybody was full of excitement, and you delivered an amazing performance tonight.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Yeah,
you
love
know? Love
it.
Thing, you know?
Love the performance. So I have to go straight into that because you have your album out now, Shatter Culture, and you bring us that, and you also have a hit tune with Marcia Griffith, No Way No Out. So can you tell our viewers a little bit about your album? Like, what are some of the other collaborations that they can look forward to see?
Some of the other collaborations on the album, we have a track with me, Queen Ifrica, Sizzla Kalonji, Stephen Marley, Jack Yor, all on one track. And then we have other collaborations with 2 Chainz. We have a collaboration with Nas, and we have quite a few. You know, it's nice. And Salam Remy did all of the production, so it's like a coordinated effort between me and Salam to make an album that can represent the culture and make videos for the show, you know, what it should be as well.
Absolutely. And actually, when your album dropped, I picked it up right away, and I have it in my car listening to. And I have to say that some of the music on it, I don't know that they're making that authentic music anymore that represent much more than, you know, going back maybe like to the raw dancehall, but it's like on a different level mentally. It lets you stop and think about yourself, your life, your culture. So what was some of the thought process that you did when you were writing some of these songs?
Well, as one of the track them titled Protect Your Culture, that basically way I think, you know, I think say, we have to do things like people on any level, whether it could be a Michael Jackson level, a Jay-Z level, or whoever it is. You pick up the Spragga Benz Shatter Culture, it's supposed to be on par with that musically, you know, and it's supposed to represent dancehall thoroughly in all of the forms, you know, for sure, so dancehall can incorporate with all of the different genres of music. So that was one of the ideas, you know, and for sure that the culture, we have to do it raw, same way, because people cannot accept it like that because they build from it.
Yeah. No, you're and mentioning that you're known as a diverse artist, and when we talk about authentic music, back in the days in the 90s, when you bring us Wagwan Star and Moving Up the Line and all those songs, and tonight when you're performing, I heard you say that, you know, I'm not gonna perform much dancehall, but your fans was 90s. So I know that you're on a different movement, but how do you really control that when your fans want to see the 90s, but you sort of want to bring it back to like your vision now?
Well, as we did with it just now, we have to please the fans because them dead and them spend for come see Spragga Benz. What them know, we can't come give them a different person, but them not really know that. But still have to remind them of who them know, but carry them along on the journey where we go same way. So, you know, still try to please them and make time for them same way. Sometimes we do shows that are just totally 90s songs and nothing new.
So you have your mixtape out. It dropped on July 26, 2013. Spragga, my name, and you mentioned before that you had Nas on it. You have people like 2 Chainz. So how did you get to collaborate with such artists as that?
Well, we all share the same producer, musically, Salam Remy. We made Nas show. And Salam, we know each other. We go way back.
Way back.
Yeah, and Salam produced for everybody. So there are times that I'm there and whoever it is come through and just there and we're just chilling. So that's how we actually met. And we met 2 Chainz. 2 2 Chainz, like he flew to Atlanta one, he flew down to Miami. Like before he was Titty Boy at the time. So we get to meet them just from being working relationship with Salam.
I see. So I'm gonna start to bring you way back in the past. No, when you were known to your friends first as Spaghetti, and then you merged from Spaghetti to Spragga Benz. So how did you get the name Spragga Benz?
Well, I get the name Spragga Benz now from, as I said, the Sprigs to the Sprags to the Spragga to a song named La Benz. So automatically in those days, a lot of DJs used to get the names from the sound that they're associated with. Like you'd have Metro Media, you'd have Peter Metro, you'd have Tanto Metro, you'd have Jimmy Metro, and so you'd have La Benz, so then them say, all right, Spragga Benz.
And now you're gonna know that I was really following you from back in the past, because I know that if you didn't mention La Benz, I was gonna say because you actually to Bursard and don't talk about La Benz. Exactly.
Benz
is where you came from. So I know in 1991 you went to a dubbing session with Buja Banton. So it's a voice four tracks. La Benz and you voiced two. You wanted four tracks. You get 2 tracks, right?
Actually end up with the 4.
With the 4,
Good
youth. So, following you from then until now, through the 90s up until now, and really, I have to say, you emerging from one level of music to another. During your performance tonight, you mentioned a few things that I think was touching to some of the fans that were out there, like, wow, you were really big on talking about justice, injustice that's going on around the world, brutality of police and stuff like that. What do you think, many times we look in the media in Jamaica and we see so much brutality that goes on, whether it's the police or whether it is the killing. What do you think are some of the things we can do to calm that down or try to stop that as a people in general?
Well, the easiest answer it seems like the corniest answer, but you just have to love one another.
Yeah. That's true. It's all about love.
What you want them to do unto you, simple. If everybody follow the order, which kind of art? Because you have dishonest people who always want to get over and bring anger out to other people. You have people who connive and all sorts of things to bring anger out here. But I guess we just have to show more patience.
Well, I do think that your type of music, I think, will make a difference, a difference. Do you think that you want to see more songs such as that coming out of Jamaica that sort of focus on the culture, the people, injustice and stuff like that? Even though, we talk about many diverse music, but do you want to see more of that type of songs coming out of artists right now?
More of it come to prominence. Because a lot of them sing it, A lot of those songs are there and just not being played, A lot of the artists do sing them songs and say, nah, get out there. So him sing the other thing, but him still sing the culture. It just not get out there. So when I like some more of that coming to the forefront.
But not to put you on the spot again, but what you said is very interesting, because some artists come out and they just follow like a certain hype and say, okay, dash or that, right? And, come on and discuss the hypeness of going on Jamaica now. But you have come out with Shatter Culture, a force to reckon when it comes to that album. So go get it, please, people at iTunes. Now, how do you still are able to do that? Because artists come on and dash it, or as you say, and come on and them can't, start to do what you're doing because them have to go to something else and them don't have that creativity. But how do you stay, from a different vision, but you're still relevant and doing well?
Well, as I say, I critique myself, so when I critique myself, I make sure say my music when I produce have substance, so it can pass the first verse, and if needs be, it can pass the second verse.
And it passed the third and the fourth and the fifth verse.
Go on.
And so still go on.
All right, if I talk about things, we basically just try zone into what we talk about.
Yeah.
And try not be all over the place. So,
yeah.
When we address the topics, we can fully address them.
That's true. Yeah. So I don't know if you know, but you are the 6th most searched dancehall artist on Google, and what is searched the most about you is Shatter. Now, did you have any acting lessons before you did Shatter? I'm just curious.
No.
Wow. So talent.
Wouldn't even say that. That's unfair, because all throughout Camperdown we get like drama class. at one, once a week, a hour.
Yeah.
And we had Mr. Carl Davis, who was the
I used to
drama
do
teacher.
drama in school too. I was
Yeah.
very good at drama.
We
Yeah.
used to skull it whenever we can. Because it's weird down at the back.
So you wish you did do more. You wish you did do more of the drama
used to do no
then.
more
Yeah.
because, them say the world is a stage now. We are like
Ah.
so I just say go.
And yeah.
Mr. Davis down there, I'm sure where it was all. It wasn't a problem.
Well, you perform all the time. I mean, you perform on multiple stages across the world. So that's a bit of a drama too, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So do you ever get nervous before a performance?
No, you know what you're going to do.
You know what you're going to do. Okay.
At least not at this stage. Before, but not at this stage.
Okay. All right, Spragga Benz, thank you for joining us on Caribbean Beats TV, and you have to take me out with Shatter Culture.
All right. You better penny everybody where you approach ya. Nowadays anybody can touch ya. And then we turn you in a dinner for the vulture. Vulture. So make sure your security are ultra. Who you not check and suspect of them are out here. That are the living when you're in a shatter culture. Culture. Spragga Benz on the ends.
We're out.
Keep it locked.
Keep it locked.